A building everyone at St Andrews and St Bride's is very familiar with is our school church, St Bride's. It opened in 1964, and whilst our school was built and opened much later, in 2007, its predecessor, St Bride's High School, was here beside the church long before that. In September 2024, a group of our pupils from S2, S3, S5 and S6 started work on a special short film project about St Bride's Church. The film was to become our entry in an international initiative called My Hometown, being run by the IRA, the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance. The project was open to any school groups across the IRA's 35 member countries who wanted to explore links to the Holocaust in their own local community. The film title for our project was In Plain Sight. This was the motto the United Kingdom's 2024 presidency of the IRA was guided by, and this really worked well for us, quite literally given St Bride's is a building we walk past every day. It has been in plain sight for all of us without us knowing its history.
In June 2024, we accidentally discovered that one of the two architects who designed St Bride's Church came to Scotland via the Kindertransport. The Kindertransport, or Children's Transport, was a unique rescue programme which ran between November 1938 and September 1939 when World War II broke out. Approximately 10,000 children, most of whom were Jewish, were sent to Great Britain from Germany, Austria, and Czechoslovakia. These children left behind everyone and everything they knew. Eze Metzstein, one of the two leading architects of St Bride's Church, was born in Berlin in 1928. He had 4 siblings, but sadly his father died in 1933, leaving his mother to take care of her 5 children alone. Like many German Jews in the 1930s, the Metzsteins came to realise life for them was no longer safe under Adolf Hitler's rule, and the family made plans for everyone to leave. They all travelled separately out of Germany to Britain for safety, with Eze arriving on his own in Scotland just before his 11th birthday via the Kindertransport.
Eze spent the rest of his childhood in Scotland, leaving school to train as an architect with the Scottish firm Gillespie, Kidd and Collier. He stayed with this firm until the business closed in 1987. Gillespie, Kidd and Collier is still known for its work in the post-war period, building a number of schools and churches in England and Scotland, including St Bride's. Eze married Danielle Kahn in 1967. Known as Danny, she also came to Scotland as a Jewish child. She was born in 1942 and spent the first few years of her life with her parents and younger brother in Vichy, France during the Second World War. They were forced to hide to avoid deportation because they were Jews. Eze and Danny went on to have 3 children together, and the Metzstein family lived in the West End of Glasgow. Eze died in January 2012 at the age of 83. Through our research for the film, we learnt that Eze saw himself as Scottish, given how much of his life he spent here. We are proud to call him an honorary Scot, given how much he has contributed to architecture. If he hadn't come to Scotland aged 10, St Bride's Church would not be the iconic design that it is. It would look entirely different had Eze Metzstein not been one of its architects.
When we looked at the Association of Jewish Refugees online UK Holocaust map, which pinpoints sites in Britain with connections to the Holocaust, we saw straight away that there were very few Scottish locations mapped on it compared to some other parts of the UK. We asked for St Bride's Church to be added, and it is now pinned on the map. We shared Eze's story with pupils in schools from Poland, Croatia and Serbia who also took part in the My Hometown project. His story has also now been spoken about at Holocaust talks which have been given in Australia and Poland. We have learned that connections to the Holocaust can be found in the strangest of places, including in 2024 in a Roman Catholic church in a new town 10 miles from Glasgow. As a Scottish architect and as a Glaswegian, Eze Metzstein helped design a number of iconic Roman Catholic churches here in Scotland, yet he was also born into a Jewish family in Berlin almost 100 years ago. The project has taught us not to make assumptions about places or people. We've learned the importance of telling this story and of recording it for future generations of learners in our school, so that Izzy's legacy lives on. Pupils in our S2 each year will now learn about Izzy Medicine and their study of the kinder transport and history in our school.
These are some of the organisations and individuals who helped us with our research. We knew in telling the story that we had to be factually accurate, and this meant cross-checking what we had found out. It was important that we were also sensitive in how we approached telling Izzy's story. From Izzy's kinder transport record, documenting his entry into the United Kingdom, to his father's death certificate, which another pupil translated for us from Old German, to a 1935 postcard of the ship Izzy travelled to Britain on. We have authentic primary sources that document different parts of Izzy's journey to Scotland, and here are some of those materials. Learning so much about Izzy Metzstein and his early life in Berlin as a Jewish boy, plus his difficult and dangerous journey to Scotland in 1939, just weeks before the Second World War began, has definitely opened all of our eyes to the bigger picture around the kinder transport and the Holocaust. We realise now just how important it is that we have recorded Izzy's experiences and memories for our school. In a world like ours today, where there continues to be so many people seeking refuge because of persecution and large-scale conflicts, it feels even more important that we remember the past and learn from it for both the present and the future.